Hey, it's Brianna, your entrepreneur with no job, but I do have a dream, and this is my YouTube journey. I'm at 4 months on YouTube. I've done 2 other updates. One was 30 days and one was 60 days. So now we're at 120 days. And this is my wig. My mom got me a little wig, so let me know what you think. Do you like the shortcut? Does it look too old? What? How do you prefer my hair? Okay, so I'm gonna get into how my channel is doing right now, and then also some things I've learned, some things I am working on, and the things I hope to accomplish in the future. The reason I'm doing these updates is because me as a new YouTuber, I'm really interested in how it unfolds, how it happens. So since I can't find that information out there, I thought I would create the information for other YouTubers looking for the same thing. So here we go. I'll start with my equipment. I am still using the Filmic Pro app on my iPhone XR. I've been having some issues, like my memory is already almost full, which is crazy because I've had this phone for about 5 months and it's 128 gig. So I just really, like, what am I supposed to do if I'm already at memory capacity? So I've been deleting stuff. I have a tripod from Target, but I would like to get another one that's less flimsy. And I also use iMovie on my MacBook Pro to edit. Again, I don't think you need to use a MacBook Pro. I think it's possible to do it from the phone if you're really good at, if you don't need a whole bunch of extra stuff. I think you can also do that extra stuff. I just think it would be really tedious on the phone, doing it on the phone. So the things that are new with my channel since January are, I finally got an intro, which was one of my goals. And the reason I ended up doing that is because I wanted to preview something from a long video, and I needed something to break up the preview snip from the rest of it. And thus my intro was born. So I'm glad I got that done. And the other new thing is that I have created a posting pattern for Instagram, but I'm like not posting, so that kind of doesn't matter, but at least I know I have a framework for doing it. The skills I have learned for this period of time are just a few. Of course, doing the intro, I learned how to use sound effects. I also had a video where I was really washed out, and I didn't really know what to do about that, but I have since learned how to do a white balance and lock it on the Filmic Pro app. So that way, if the light changes during my video, it's not gonna make me look completely, well, washed out. My mom had a complaint about that when she watched the video. Hey mom. The other thing I've learned or utilized is voice speed manipulation. So being from Southeast Missouri, I tend to talk slow, and there's one video that was really late at night and it was slow. So I've, on those times, increased the speed by 15% and also selected pitch preserve to keep my voice at a normal pitch.
I watched a video yesterday about a girl who's braiding her hair and then she went into labor during the video. And so she had sped it up, but she didn't use pitch preserve, and so everybody sounded like chipmunks. So
that's just a tip for anybody who wants to speed up their videos but doesn't want to sound like a chipmunk. Select pitch preserve if you are using iMovie. So some of the things that I've been working on in my videos one of the things is I've been working on being natural. So I feel like people are gonna respond best or like my videos best when I'm as close to my normal personality as usual or as possible. So to do that, it's really important that I don't shoot videos over and over again, because as I work out what I want to say and then say it in the second, third, fourth time I'm doing the video, it's less natural. So I'm trying to prepare ahead of time, edit myself while I'm talking, and make sure I say everything I need to say so I don't have to refilm the video and it sounds a lot more natural. I'm also working on editing well while I'm doing the video. So right now I have a notebook. What I've learned is instead of looking down and talking, I'm gonna stop talking, then look down, and then look back up at the camera before I start talking. That way when I edit the video and edit out the part where I'm looking down, you don't really know that I've looked down. I mean, you can see that that it's been edited, but it's more seamless that way. Next, I have realized that my titles with more impactful words in them are more clickable. So I have one called Kill the Obstacles. That one got a lot of views. I say a lot because what's it like 30 versus 15? Or the realist motivation got plenty of views. And I think that language is just more interesting than do you add value. So I'm working on changing the language I'm using in my videos. I'm reading a book about that called How to Go Viral, but I have just moved and I have not come across that box with that book and my other important things in it yet. I'll stop to give this brief synopsis of my life. So my husband was in the Army. He just separated from the Army. We moved from Fort Bragg, North Carolina to St. Louis, Missouri. And I don't really like the house we're living in. Because of that, I am just being really slow unpacking the boxes. And that's why I haven't found the book yet. The other thing I've been working on is not obsessing over my thumbnails. If I'm really trying to produce a lot of videos, I can't waste an hour on a thumbnail. Plus, it's not really going to make that big of a difference anyway. I don't think, I mean, okay, maybe 5 more people click my video because of the thumbnail. That's not really enough people to waste my time doing that. So at this stage of the game, not an investment. Now, some of my ambitions for the next 60 days are as follows. I would really like to do voiceover tutorials, but what's limiting me from doing that is the ability or the skill of filming my computer screen. The reason that's a limitation is because I have to have my presentation together enough that I'm not clicking on 1,000 different things to show you how to do something. And the thing I want to do first is how to create a logo. So I think I'm going to need to write it in like a how-to blog post form and then go from there and also practice doing the skill that I want you to learn, because I have to like do it in a deft way in order for it to be a resource for you. Next, I really wanted to do an analysis of Billy McFarland, who was the mind behind Fire Festival at that time. I thought as an entrepreneur there were some things that we could take away from that. Like, he dreamed really big and I really wanted to discuss that, but I didn't know how to utilize footage from other sources in my video. I don't know how people get the footage. Maybe they're filming their computer screens. I don't know. So I didn't know how to do that. I couldn't make the video. Now the moment's passed. So if anyone can tell me how to do that or point me toward a video, please put that in the comments. I would really appreciate knowing, because I still haven't figured it out. I still plan to create a YouTube studio, and what's stopping me from doing that is that I'm creeped out by the basement, so I don't want to go down there and set up a YouTube studio. But I'll get over it. I'm getting over it day by day, except my stuffy nose is from this house, and so today I spent a lot of time mopping all this wood and dusting, trying to help. I would like to also add some interviews. I told you I wanted to interview my friend Ivy on the video, The Realist Motivation. Ivy is a natural hair specialist. She does sister locks, and she has a great story about going from like severing ties at her sister's shop to having no place to work to building out a salon in her basement after buying a house that took forever to buy, and now she's got to turn clients away. So I think that's a really good story for people who are on their journey. I would like to do that. I think I'm gonna wait till I get to like 100 subscribers, although it's not really gonna make a difference, but I think that would add a better pace to my videos or give me some sense of plan. Speaking of subscribers, let's go ahead and talk about my goals. So my goals from January 13th to March 13th were to have 48 videos. Unfortunately, I've only accomplished 31 videos, and that's due to the fact that I moved and I severely underestimated how that would impact me, because it's been stressful and time consuming. I also had some periods in there where I was just doubting myself, because it just seemed like, why am I doing this? Nobody's watching. What's the point? But then I had to remember everybody starts off with 0 subscribers, and I have to keep going to get to 1,000 subscribers. So I'm just pushing through, but I definitely had some times where I was doubting myself. This past week, I was just busy and I didn't get to post anything. The next thing I wanted was 50 subscribers. I achieved 54 subscribers. So there's that. My goals for June not June 13th, May 13th, which will be 6 months on YouTube. I want to have 100 subscribers. That's not really like the same pace, but I feel like at some point the growth compounds. So I'm going to go for 100. And also, I notice when people unsubscribe, and I don't know why they unsubscribe. I'm like, did I say something they didn't like? Because I don't feel like I've said a lot of anything that anyone can have a strong reaction to, which I actually think is a weakness. I think that in order to be prolific, you need to be polarizing. So I need to say strong statements or like be emphatic so that people can really identify with who I am, what I represent. And the backside of people really loving you is people hating you. So it kind of comes along with it. That's why I say, like, if you don't have haters, you ain't doing something right, because everyone's not going to like everything. So if it's so mild that people aren't moved or don't have an emotion, a negative emotion even, then they probably also don't have a really strong positive emotion. Not that same person, but like your audience in general. I would like to have 40 videos. I think this makes 32. So that's 2 videos per week instead of 3 videos per week. So 40 videos by then. And where I stand as of March 13th, I was at 3% of the amount of time needed to be watched to monetize my channel. That's 240 minutes, and I had 7,243 minutes. So I'm at 3%. The last video I said it was at 9%. It was definitely 0.9%. Math never been a strong suit, numbers in general. And then in terms of subscribers, as of March 13th, I was at 5% of the required subscribers. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So my intentions are to follow my posting plan, like follow my video plan, follow my posting plan for Instagram. And I also plan to introduce myself to my Facebook community as a YouTuber. I'm sure I'll get subscribers from that. I've got thousands of Facebook friends. I did include a link to one of my videos, or I embedded one of my videos in my personal blog post, and I got a lot of views but no subscribers. I got like 40 views, which is more views than I would normally get on a video, and no subscribers. So, but they're not really my audience for this channel anyway. Oh, I also really need to utilize or work my Brianna Entrepreneur blog, because I have a very clear vision for that blog, but it really is on the bottom of my priorities because I have so many things going on. And I really feel like if I could just pick 1 or 2 things, I would be more successful, but it's hard at this point to decide what should go. I think YouTube is probably the least profitable for me, but I enjoy it the most because I've always wanted to create videos. I want to be a better public speaker. I want to be creative. So I don't want to not do it. I feel like since I've been doing YouTube, my creativity in other areas has blossomed. So how can I remove that? How can I remove Mary Kay when it's the only thing that's giving me money right now? How can I remove brightonbase.com when it's kind of that's the thing I'm like entrepreneuring, in the sense that that's the thing I want to grow and then report on this channel and report on the blog that goes with this. So it's a lot. It's a lot, but we'll see. Now, the last thing I want to work on, I'm still trying to figure out what to say at the end of these videos. I've been saying gotta get back to work. I mean, usually I do need to get back to work and do something else, but there has to be something better to say. I totally understand when YouTubers get awkward at the end. I remember watching one video with Colleen Ballinger, and she said something. She was like, oh my gosh, why did I say that? I hate myself. And then she ended the video, and I was kind of like, why was she in the video saying she hated herself? And then now I realize, because it's hard to end a video. So I wish I could just say, okay, bye, and then be done. But that seems abrupt, but okay, bye.